Well, so the music to my ears portion of your statement was the fact that we are seeing a very significant increase in active management and returns to active management. That's a very different scenario than what we've looked at for the past 10 years, where passive management was really the crux of the conversation. I absolutely agree. It is a market where stock and sector selection is critical. You mentioned our overweight in the energy space. JPMorgan forecast has 20% gap between supply and demand in the broader energy space. We're forecasting that it would take up to $1.7 trillion of incremental capex to close that gap. Again, significant asymmetry risks to the upside. If we see a complete shutdown of Russian oil, and we do think we'll see a sixth round of sanctions released in the next couple of weeks, that drives oil to 185 based upon our forecasts. There's significantly greater sensitivity now given the lack of slack in the system. And so we see asymmetric risk to the upside. We see structural issues between this 20% gap between supply and demand with massive incremental capex required. This is not a short-term conversation, and we think it will remain in place and provide a very, very constructive environment for energy equities for the course of the next couple of years.
James, you must get this question a lot. How do you approach the China internet names that have been bludgeoned of late, and do they present a valuation opportunity for long-term investors?
One of the things that we've seen off the back of the Politburo meeting last week was specific commentary talking about normalizing the regulatory environment for several sectors in China, inclusive of both housing and internet. Our published research states that the expectation moving forward is that the big announcements have likely come and gone. That doesn't mean that we're done, but this commitment to start to stabilize the regulatory environment is extremely important in terms of providing investors some type of confidence that they can start to forecast the forward view. That has not been in place up until very recently.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.